I'm Dennis. I'm here with Amy. We're part of the Youth Media team. We're with Amanda Davis, Dr. Harry Brown, and Eugenia Sayapira. Can you each tell us a bit about yourself?
About myself? Yeah, sure. I'm a lecturer in Dublin Institute of Technology. Harry Brown is my name, and I'm here to talk about media literacy and the way that an understanding of sort of computers and technology should be an important part of how we do that. I'm a journalist as well.
I'm Eugenia Sayapira. I'm Associate Professor at the School of Communications at Dublin City University. I'm also the Deputy Director of the Institute for Future Media and Journalism and the Chair of the MA in Social Media Communications.
I'm Amanda Davis. I work in the media literacy team at Ofcom in the UK. And I'm here today to talk about adults' critical understanding.
You all spoke as part of a panel discussion earlier about research. What research have you been involved in around media literacy, and what were your key findings in this research?
Well, I've organised a couple of conferences on media literacy, and the specific research that I was presenting today was sort of based on pulling together other pieces of research and a number of things that people had done that I think demonstrated that including computation in media literacy, it provides important new insights and value in terms of understanding what can and can't be known, predicted, and understood about how people use media and how media use people. So that's kind of where my research agenda is at in relation to this event anyway.
We did, in this particular occasion, a qualitative study using interviews and media diaries on how people consume new media, and we found out that YouTube is really massive among young adults, more specifically, and instant messengers like WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger would be really, really big. And none of this is currently regulated. No one is controlling the contents that circulate on... Well, YouTube is controlling them, but there is no kind of like, for example, parental advisor or something like this, other than the broad filters that YouTube is using. In terms of media literacy, I think the important thing that we found is that people are embedded in communities and in networks, and literacy has to be seen not as an individual process of learning skills, but as something that has to be embedded in the networks that people find themselves, the social groups they're part of. So also, just to use an example that I think will make this very clear, is that when you ask someone, did you check the source of what you posted? And they say, sure, it was my mate Brian or whatever who posted it. So they wouldn't say, oh, I got it from Sky News or BBC or a random blog, but they would say, my friend such and such shared it, and I trusted my friend and I shared it myself. So you see how then this embeddedness in social networks is a critical factor in media literacy.
So at Ofcom, we've got an extensive programme of quantitative and qualitative research amongst UK adults and children. So I was here today to talk through some findings about critical understanding amongst UK adults and their perceptions of online advertising, among other things. But we do a huge amount of research in media literacy.
Thank you.
Thank you.